Now, glucose starts with glycolysis, right? The reduction starts from glycolysis. Finally, it makes pyruvate, and pyruvate also enters into the Krebs cycle. Once it enters into the Krebs cycle, the cycle has to be run twice because there are two pyruvates made. So every time you write down 3211, remember 3211 a part of which is the end result of a TCA cycle. This cycle has to be run twice because two pyruvate are formed out of one glucose. Again, I'll tell you. Each glucose, per glucose, that means 6 carbon atoms, right? But once this 6 carbon atoms ended up, they made 2 pyruvate. And 2 pyruvates had 3 carbon atoms each. So this cycle, any cycle, final oxidation pathway will have to be run twice because pyruvate was actually 2. So if you were getting in the TCA cycle 3, 2, 1 and 1, which I just taught you, 3 NADH, 2, what was 2? 2 carbon dioxide, 1 FADH and 1 GTP, it has to be multiplied by 2. I'll explain you. Also, you should know that 1 NADH gives you about 2.5 ATP. So if there are 2 NADH, it'll give you 5 ATP. With this background in mind, let's move and understand this chart. So glycolysis directly gives 2 ATP, agreed, and indirectly gives 2 NADH, agreed. Every NADH releases 5 ATP. I'm sorry, every NADH releases 2.5 ATP. So 2 NADH gives us 5 ATP. Am I clear so far, guys? Okay. Now, once it enters into the Krebs cycle, because pyruvate was formed, finally. End result of glycolysis was what? Pyruvate. Pyruvate enters the oxidative cycle, which is the TCA cycle, and it releases. Okay, it releases what? Not this. 2 GTP, because remember 1 was GTP, so now it have to be multiplied by 2. 1 has to be multiplied by 2. 6 NADH, because 3 is multiplied by 2. Again 2 FADH, because again 1 is multiplied by 2. Right? And carbon dioxide is always released. But GTP will lead to ATP. NADH will again lead to, because see, 3 NADH, 2 NADH was leading to 5. So 6 will lead to 15. Am I clear, guys? Let me explain you once again. This is now the TCA cycle that your pyruvate has gone into. So everything will be multiplied by 2. If it was 3 NADH, it'll be 3 into 2, 6 NADH. If it was, and I'm forgetting about carbon dioxide because that's not releasing it's a byproduct and it's not releasing the ATP. This was NADH, this was FADH, and this was GTP. Everything is multiplied into 2. So 3 NADH will become 6 NADH. 1 GTP will become 2 GTP, and 1 FADH will become 2 FADH automatically, because 2 carbon atoms have to be done. Going through again, twice the cycle will run. We also know that 2 GTP will give you 2 ATP. 6 NADH will give you 15 ATP because each NADH is giving you 2.5 ATP. And 2 FADH will also give you 3 ATP. That's also, what do I say? Because 1 FADH is giving you 1.5. Okay? 1 NADH was giving you 2.5 and 1 FADH is giving you 1.5. That also you should know, I should have introduced it in the beginning, 1.5. All right. So finally, at the end of it, if you calculate these ATPs, 5 plus 5, 10, plus 15, 25, 25, and then 5 again, 30 and 32, 32 ATP.